Hi everybody, good evening. It is Sunday, I think April the 15th. I just wanted to do a little check-in on everybody with their panic attacks, anxiety attacks, OCD, post-traumatic stress disorder, whatever mental element you have, depression. I wanted to see how everybody was doing or has been doing the past few days. I hope you learned some techniques. It's getting a little bit better. You started therapy or started your meds. And like I said, don't feel ashamed. Whatever route you choose to take, whether it's meds, therapy, self-help, do whatever is best for you. Do whatever works for you because you are the only one that has to deal with you for the rest of your life. So you want you to be happy and don't listen to the opinions of others. Don't listen to the doubt in others because you have control of yourself. So if you decided that you need help, go get help and do not feel ashamed for getting it. It is nothing wrong with acknowledging that we need help. I think more people should open up and say they need help. But so many people that suffer from elements and they can never get healed because they don't want to open up. So I am proud of everyone that is taking a step and recognizing that they have an issue and is dealing with it. And if you haven't yet, and I pray that you will get the help you need or someone will be put in your path so that you can be helped. Because these disorders it's not fun living with them. Especially if you have reoccurring ones every day. I think the past few days I've been okay. Little tiny panic attacks, nothing like, was that Friday I made a video or Thursday? Nothing like that. And I just take it day by day. I mean, it seems cliche. I do suffer. Don't get me wrong. I suffer. I deal with it internally because I have a son to raise, and I don't want him to see the pain that I'm going through on the inside. So sometimes I do have to fake a smile, and that's what I talk about. Like sometimes you have to fake yourself happy until up here you realize that you deserve to be happy. So go get the help that you need. But today I didn't want to talk. I wanted to talk a little bit about where does panic, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress, all these mental elements, bipolar, come from? And how do we figure out? I think for most people, they can pinpoint, but for me, I would say in my 20s, but it could be before that. Talking with my therapist, he said that it stems from childhood, things that happen that you may not remember. And as I've been developing myself spiritually and just thinking some old stuff, some old wounds that I thought was healed or I didn't even think about came up. And I think that's part of it. Part of us being afraid of who we are, part of letting go, part of taking ourselves to the next level. Because fear will prevent us from moving to the next level. These anxiety, panics, all these will try to prevent us from the next level. Especially if we need to go out and meet people. The anxiety will keep us inside. Like Saturday I decided to take a trip by myself, hopped on a train. I was relaxed at the bus stop waiting, took a nice walk, just to get out, just to put myself out there and not be afraid of environment. And it takes baby steps. Like that's why I wanna really get to the point where we figure out where these started, and if we understand where these started, then we can prevent them from affecting our future. And like I said, I believe mine started a long time ago, probably when I was very young. All I remember, I used to be very shy, still am, I'm working on it to this day. I isolated myself, and then I had a lot of painful things that happened to me. My dad got murdered when I was 10, and I'm 33 now. I went to go live with my aunt, which I give her props, because if it wasn't for her, I would not have turned out to be who I am. So I give her 100% of my love. May she rest in peace, because she has made me into the person I am. And then I lost my grandmother. I've lost people, family, relationships, and while I was reflecting last week, I realized that some of these issues actually affect who I am today, and realizing that a lot of my triggers from the panic come from that, because I'm always on a fly or fight mode. I'm always on guard. I'm always fearful that something is going to happen. And as me and my therapist had discussed at one point, I'm afraid of people leaving, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Like my dad getting killed, it could have been prevented, but there's no bringing back. My aunt passed away. My grandmother passed away. I've had friends pass away. So certain things we can't control, and so I think some of us feel abandoned, especially when you're dealing with anxiety and panic. You feel abandoned. You feel left alone a lot, even when you have people. And I know some people deal with this themselves. That's why I want to bring awareness to it, to let you know you are not alone. If you want to message me and we talk about it, that's fine, because these are issues that need to be discussed. We're trying to figure out who we are, why these things are happening to us, so we can have a rewarding future. Like, I want everyone that is suffering to have the best future that they can have. And it all starts within. We have to look really within ourselves. Not that there is something wrong with us. Everyone needs to change in order to grow, and it is okay. No one's perfect, but I believe God made us individually unique for a greater purpose, and it is okay to see some things inside of you that you don't like, and so those things are some things that you need to work on. Trust me, I have things that I'm still trying to work on, and it gets better each day. Each day you learn about yourself. Like I said before, this is a consistent thing. You cannot just, I'm going to do meditation once a day for a week and then stop, or I'm going to eat healthy today, but for the rest of the week I'll eat what I want, or I'm going to write today. You want to be a writer, but tomorrow I probably won't write, or I need money, but I don't want to go to work. Like, everything that gets better has to be consistent. So I want us to discuss, and don't be ashamed. I mean, some people's pasts are painful, and it's hard to discuss, and you don't even have to discuss with anyone in person. You can actually write it down on a piece of paper just to get it out and burn it. And that memory you can get rid of. And if you have painful trauma from the past, please get help. There are people, if you have to keep searching to find the one therapist that works for you, so be it. Do that. Because there are people that are genuine and will and want to help you. It's a shame that, it's not a shame, because we suffer. It's hard to see the brighter picture, but I believe we suffer for a reason. I believe everyone is unique. And to me, suffering makes us stronger, and in the end will be so much better. And that's the greater part about the journey, is figuring out ourselves. Because if we figure out the triggers, we won't do certain things, we won't be certain places, or we won't allow negativity in our circle. Like now that I'm growing, I don't want any negative people. People put me down. People not supportive of what my dreams and my visions and my goals are. So you don't be around them people either. Even if you have to walk alone for a little bit. If people cannot be supportive of you while you're going through your change, if people can't be a shoulder to lean on or a shoulder to cry on, if people don't want to listen to you, if people don't encourage you or give you compliments and make you feel worthy and of value. Now, don't get me wrong, we have to work within ourselves too. We have to make ourselves feel worthy and valuable and believe it. But I want you to work on that daily affirmations to empower yourself. But like I said before, you want people around you that is going to show you the love that you need and encourage you and support you on this journey to finding and discovering who you are. So I hope everyone has a great night, and the thing that I want us to work on is just figuring out who we are and not allowing our past to affect our present, because we want to have a great future. And I believe that we're all going to be okay. Like, we're going to be okay. And it doesn't seem like that now. It seems chaotic, especially because we're fighting up here and people don't understand. Like, up here is worse than physical. Like, I mean, losing weight is hard because I've been there, did that. But this up here, constant, every day, some people deal with it for a long time, 30, 40 years. It's a struggle because you're trying, like, no one wants this and they're trying to be better and they can't find a way out. But we're going to find a way out. The more that we talk about it, the more that we bring awareness to it, the better off that we will be. You all have a good night, and I'll be back in a few days, and we're going to figure this thing out. And I want you to stay encouraged. Please do not give up. Don't let go. If you got to cry, crawl, write, dance, cook, bake, clean, whatever makes you feel better, do it. Because I don't want you to give up. And I don't want you to give up on yourself. All right, have a good night.